Hi, here is Liprandi and this is Muschiantico with Troncalion, from the second wave of Gormiti magnetic action figures produced by Giochi Preziosi in 2007. Gormiti were born as non-articulated minifigures in blind bags, but they soon became also fully functional action figures. Since the leader in each Gormiti people had to be bigger than the others, the leaders were made as 5 inches tall action figures with magnetic limbs, while the other characters were much smaller and they were sold in boxes with stallions. Our Muschiantico here stands just about 3 inches tall, and here we can see him compared to the original blind bags version. I have always loved the design on this character. He's got a creepy face and long ape-like arms covered in moss. Of course, the action figure has got a much more neutral pose because in this way the articulations will work better. We can move his head, the arms and the legs, and we can even bend the elbows and the knees. All the limbs and the head are held by magnets, so we can disassemble our action figure and mix and match his parts with the limbs from other characters in the line, even with ones from the leaders. Troncalion is a strange giant creature made out of wood and grass. He's got roots instead of feet, and there are leaves and vines and tendrils all over his body. Here on the back of his legs we can see moss covering all of his feet. He's a nice looking action figure. I really like this design a lot. I like the horns, and the face on Troncalion is super cool. Once again, as I always say, the character design provided by Gianfranco Enrietto on the Gormiti line was astonishing. And he is also a well-made and solid and heavy action figure with a nice paint job, just like Muschiantico. He's got some points of articulation. We can move his arms forwards and backwards, and we can move his knees forwards and backwards. And there are also wheels under the feet, so it should be able to run faster. Now, here on the back of Troncalion, right behind his head, there is a plug which is held by magnets. We can remove it, and in the hole we should be able to see a couple of rails. Now, when we take Muschiantico and remove his legs, we should see a couple of slots under his hips. These will allow the action figure to slide properly inside the hole on Troncalion's back, and we should be able to build a powerful centaur. Whoa, it looks great. Now, even the bigger action figures, the leaders in this line, could fit onto the stallions. We can take the leader of the forest people, since Muschiantico comes from the forest people. He is Grandalbero. And when we remove the legs from Grandalbero's body, we should see once again the same slots. So, Grandalbero will slide properly on Troncalion. And now we have a much more powerful giant stallion. It looks really cool, and it reminds me a little bit of the stallions from the old Micronauts toy line. It's quite obvious that the designers in the Gormiti line were nostalgic people from the 80s. There is still one nice action feature on this big character, which is provided by this structure on his back. We can remove it, it's held by a couple of bags, and, well, we get 2 firing cannons. We also get a couple of missiles. They seem to be made out of maybe flowers or vines, I don't know. I can see yellow and green. And when we insert the missiles inside the cannons and push the buttons, well, this is a beautiful, solid, well-made toy with an incredible design. Once again, even if I am an adult, nostalgic collector, I have to admit that the Gormiti really deserve to be remembered along with the classic toy lines from the 80s I grew up with. They are cool, great. Now, as always, if you liked this video, please share it, subscribe, hit the like button, and let us know what you think in the comments below. We are also on Facebook and Instagram. Ciao!